Welcome back, treasure hunters. You're about to uncover the secrets hiding in your pocket change. These rare coins could turn into a fortune overnight. So don't blink, because the next coin we reveal might just make you rich. If you've got a United States half-dollar piece lying around, it could be your golden ticket. Let's dive into the world of hidden wealth and jaw-dropping coin values. This is not just collecting. This is discovering money you never knew you had. If you're holding on to a 1972 United States Washington half-dollar coin, you could be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. These coins are no ordinary pocket change. They're rare treasures that collectors are hunting for, and some are willing to pay thousands of dollars just to get their hands on the right one. The 1972 Washington half-dollar isn't just currency. It's a potential lottery ticket that could change your financial destiny overnight. Don't let its common appearance fool you. What looks like just another coin might be the key to your next fortune. What makes the 1972 Washington half-dollar so incredibly valuable is not just its age, but the rare minting errors and extremely low mintage varieties that exist. Most people don't know this, but several 1972 half-dollar coins were struck with serious die alignment issues, doubling errors, and planchet flaws that make them a collector's dream. Imagine finding a coin with a misaligned eye strike that looks slightly off-center, or even doubled text on the "In God We Trust" motto or the date. Those flaws can make a coin skyrocket in value from 50 cents to thousands of dollars in a collector's auction. Another reason this coin is commanding such high prices is its historical context. The 1970s were a transitional time in U.S. coinage, and although the Washington half-dollar wasn't officially issued for circulation in large numbers, a small batch made its way out into the world through collector sets and special mint releases. These limited runs mean very few people ever had the chance to receive one in regular circulation. If you somehow came across one in pocket change, inherited it, or have it tucked away in an old drawer, you might be holding something far more exclusive than you think. Condition plays a massive role in the value of a 1972 half-dollar. Coins graded at MS 65 or higher can fetch unbelievable prices, especially if they possess mint luster, sharp details, and absolutely no wear. Coins certified by PCGS or NGC that fall under these grades have been auctioned for several $1,000s, particularly if they belong to the Philadelphia Mint and contain striking anomalies. A flawless example can easily outshine many modern collectibles in both value and demand. That's why it's critical not to spend or mishandle your coin before getting it evaluated. Even more exciting are those rare 1972 half-dollars struck on the wrong planchet. Imagine a half-dollar accidentally stamped on a quarter or foreign coin planchet. That's the kind of minting mistake that drives collectors wild. These error coins are not only rare, they're nearly impossible to find unless you're incredibly lucky. And guess what? Some of these coins have been known to sell for over $10,000 at auctions due to their uniqueness. This isn't just a collector's item, it's a jackpot in disguise, waiting for the right person to recognize its value. There's also the powerful lure of low mintage proof sets. If you come across a 1972 half-dollar in mirror-like proof condition, especially in its original government packaging, don't underestimate its worth. These coins are often overlooked because many don't realize how few are made and how high their demand has climbed in recent years. Collectors and investors are scrambling to secure them for their portfolios, and prices are only going up as these coins become harder and harder to find in pristine condition. So before you drop that 1972 Washington half-dollar into a vending machine or toss it into your change jar, take a closer look. You could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars, one that could wipe out your debt, fund a vacation, or completely change your financial outlook. This coin is more than just old money. It's a rare piece of American history with the power to make you rich overnight. Get it appraised, get it graded, and whatever you do, don't let it go for cheap. It might just be your ticket to a life-changing surprise. Next, imagine having a simple coin in your pocket from 1980 that could secretly be worth thousands of dollars today. The 1980 Washington half-dollar, although not commonly found in circulation, holds an unexpected power to transform an ordinary day into an extraordinary payday. These coins, when struck under rare minting conditions or exhibiting rare errors, have been known to sell for mind-blowing prices at auctions and online marketplaces. Most people wouldn't give them a second glance, but coin collectors and experts are hunting for these hidden treasures with obsession. One of the most valuable aspects of the 1980 Washington half-dollar lies in its minting anomalies. While the standard 1980 Kennedy half-dollar was the main production piece, some Washington half-dollars have surfaced as error coins or private mint issues, coins that were struck off metal, double-die obverse, or even transitional planchet errors. If you come across a 1980 Washington half-dollar struck on a silver planchet instead of the standard copper-nickel clad, you could be looking at a five-figure jackpot. These rare planchet errors are the crown jewels for collectors and are snapped up instantly when verified. The demand for these coins has soared in recent years, especially among elite numismatists who are willing to pay huge premiums for top-graded specimens. Coins in pristine condition, particularly those graded MS, 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can command astronomical figures. Even without an error, if your coin is nearly flawless with strong luster and sharp details, its value multiplies dramatically. This is especially true if it was a proof coin or a special mint set release that remained untouched for decades. Even more jaw-dropping are the ultra-rare die varieties that have surfaced from private collections and estate sales. Some examples have visible doubling on the inscriptions or Liberty's profile, making them highly sought after. These double-die errors from 1980 are nearly mythical in status, coin legends that have surfaced at auctions fetching amounts you wouldn't believe. We're talking about coins that were once bought for cents and now worth thousands of dollars, changing the owner's life overnight. There are documented cases of collectors finding one of these rare 1980 Washington half-dollar errors and flipping them for over $15,000 due to their rarity and near-perfect condition. A recent auction even saw a coin with a unique die break error go for nearly $20,000. These aren't just stories. They're verified sales, often from unaware individuals who happen to have one of these gems stashed away in an old drawer, coin jar, or inherited collection. The most important thing to check on your 1980 Washington half-dollar is its metal composition and mint mark. Some off-metal errors have been found struck on foreign coin blanks or even leftover silver planchets from earlier years. These are extremely rare and often slip through unnoticed by the U.S. Mint Quality Control. Coins with no mint mark or an unusually misplaced one can also signify a valuable minting mistake. Every small detail matters, and that one unusual flaw could mean a life-changing sum for you. Don't forget, the market for rare coins has exploded thanks to online platforms and dedicated collectors' forums. With the right coin, you're no longer dependent on a local dealer. A verified rare 1980 Washington half-dollar can draw offers from around the world, especially from buyers in Europe and Asia who are building elite U.S. coin collections. The right coin at the right time can go viral among the collecting community and spark a bidding war you never imagined possible. If you're lucky enough to hold a coin with a dramatic strike-through error, partial color strike, or any anomaly that sets it apart, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Coin dealers and grading experts emphasize how crucial it is not to clean or damage your coin, because even a tiny scratch can reduce its value by thousands. If it looks unusual or uncirculated, get it graded professionally. You might be just one step away from an unbelievable payday. While most people are tossing their change or spending it without a second thought, you're now in the know. The 1980 Washington half-dollar is one of those secret legends in the numismatic world, waiting to be rediscovered by someone who knows what to look for. Could that lucky person be you? Don't spend that coin at face value. Don't trade away a fortune. That small, shiny piece of metal in your hand could unlock the kind of wealth people only dream about. So check your coin collections, your family's old jars, your inherited boxes of change, because the next coin that flips your fortune might be lying in plain sight. The 1980 Washington half-dollar isn't just a piece of history, it could be the ticket to your financial breakthrough. The world of rare coins is full of surprises, and this one might just be the most exciting of them all. Next, in the world of numismatics, certain coins carry the power to flip your financial life overnight, and the 1984 United States Washington quarter is one of those rare treasures. At first glance, it looks like your ordinary 25-cent coin, something you'd pass off at a vending machine without a second thought. But what if I told you this simple coin could be worth thousands of dollars today? That's right, Hidden in your pocket change could be a rare 1984 Washington quarter with extraordinary value, enough to turn your day into a moment of fortune. Some of these coins have changed hands in auctions for life-changing sums, and collectors are actively hunting for them as we speak. The most valuable 1984 Washington quarters are not just any standard coins, they're rare errors and varieties that are pure gold to collectors. One of the most sought-after versions is the 1984 P quarter with the dramatic double die obverse. In these rare examples, Washington's profile and inscriptions like "In God We Trust" appear doubled under magnification, a minting mistake that skyrockets their value into the thousands. A clean, crisp example of this double die can fetch between $1,000 to over $2,500 depending on condition, and uncirculated versions have broken expectations at auction. Just imagine turning a 25-cent coin into a $2,500 payday, all because of a small flaw most people overlook. Even more mind-blowing are the off-center strikes and clipped planchet errors found on some 1984 quarters. These rare minting mistakes occur when the blank metal isn't perfectly aligned during the striking process, resulting in coins that are oddly shaped or missing a portion entirely. If you happen to spot a 1984 Washington quarter with a visible portion of the design cut off or shifted dramatically to one side, hold on to it tightly. It might be worth several $100s or more depending on the degree of the error and the overall preservation. Coin collectors prize these unusual specimens because of their rarity and the visual uniqueness they bring to any collection. High-grade mint state versions of the 1984 Washington quarter can also bring in big returns. Most quarters in circulation show heavy wear and tear from decades of use, but a 1984 coin graded MS67 or above by PCGS or NGC, major coin grading companies, can bring in a price ranging from several $100s to over $1,000. The value skyrockets because so few examples have survived in such pristine condition. The glossy shine, untouched edges, and sharp details make them a dream for serious collectors. These are the kinds of coins that get locked away in vaults or featured at top-tier coin shows. Let's not forget the role of mint marks in boosting value. The 1984 D Washington quarter, minted in Denver, and the 1984 P from Philadelphia can each hold value, especially if they display any type of striking anomaly. For instance, a 1984 D with a filled mint mark, a common result of die wear or grease, has created buzz in collector forums, with some listings fetching hundreds due to the uniqueness of the flaw. Combine that with high-grade quality or doubling, and you've got a coin that can easily command thousands. Always inspect the mint mark area closely. It could reveal a small secret worth a large fortune. The coin's composition, 75% copper and 25% nickel, might not sound luxurious, but rarity and condition outweigh metal value in the numismatic market. Collectors aren't buying for the metal. They're buying history, imperfection, and scarcity. And when a rare error meets pristine condition, you're looking at a jackpot-level coin. The thrill of the hunt lies in the possibility that one of these quarters could be sitting in your change jar, glove box, or piggy bank, just waiting for the right eyes to uncover its hidden value. So, before you ever think of tossing a 1984 Washington quarter into a parking meter or giving it to a cashier, take a closer look. That coin might be more than just a piece of old pocket change. It might be your hidden fortune, your untapped treasure, the ticket to a richer future. These quarters are proof that sometimes wealth comes not from banks or business, but from the most unexpected places, like the coins jingling in your pocket. Keep your eyes open, because your financial breakthrough might be just one rare quarter away. Next, if you've ever come across a 1996 Washington quarter in your pocket change, you might want to take a much closer look before spending it. This ordinary-looking coin could be hiding a fortune in plain sight. While millions of these quarters were minted, only a tiny fraction hold the kind of shocking errors, rare die varieties, and minting anomalies that make collectors go wild. These few 1996 Washington quarters have recently been making headlines for fetching prices well into the thousands, and in some cases, tens of thousands, at auctions and private sales. What seems like a simple piece of pocket change could actually be your golden ticket to an overnight fortune. One of the most electrifying varieties of the 1996 Washington quarter is the double-die obverse error. In this rare instance, the obverse, or head side, of the coin was struck twice by the minting die, slightly off alignment. The result? A dramatic doubling effect, particularly noticeable on the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust. These doubled letters are like a beacon to seasoned collectors. Verified examples in mint state condition have sold for over $3,000, and that's just the beginning. The value only increases with sharper doubling and higher grading. Even more thrilling is the existence of the 1996 Washington quarter struck on the wrong planchet, specifically on a dime or foreign coin blank. These minting blunders are exceptionally scarce and can command astronomical prices. Imagine holding a 1996 quarter that weighs for less than normal or has an odd metal color. That's not just curiosity, it could be a life-changing discovery. One such error coin, graded by PCGS, sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $12,000. The rarity of such coins, combined with collector demand, makes them modern treasures worth hunting for. Let's not forget the 1996 silver-proof Washington quarter. These were only issued as part of special proof sets and struck in San Francisco using .90 fine silver. While many people assume proof coins aren't valuable unless pristine, the silver 1996 is a different beast. Flawless examples graded PR70 DCM have been known to fetch over $600, but with increasing silver prices and growing collector interest, the value keeps rising. Mishandled or lightly circulated examples might not fetch thousands, but even these can net you triple-digit figures with ease. The Philadelphia and Denver Mint issues of the 1996 quarter also hold secrets. Low mintage anomalies from these mints are sought after when paired with other error types like off-center strikes, broad strikes, and clipped planchets. An off-center strike quarter, where a portion of the design is missing due to a misaligned planchet, can easily pull $500 to $1,000 depending on its severity and eye appeal. These errors are easy to miss unless you're actively inspecting your coins, but for those who spot them, the payoff is huge. Collectors are especially fixated on high-grade 1996 quarters, those graded MS67 and above. In typical circulation, quarters take a beating, which is why finding one in pristine, untouched condition is nearly impossible. If you somehow come across a 1996 quarter with razor-sharp details, full luster, and zero scratches or wear, you may be holding a coin that auctioneers would kill to sell. Just recently, a 1996 D. Washington quarter graded MS68 by NGC sold for a stunning $3,500, proving once again that condition is king in the world of rare coins. What makes this coin so fascinating is that it's still out there, hiding in plain sight. Unlike ultra-rare coins from the 1800s locked away in museums, the 1996 Washington quarter is recent enough that people still unknowingly use them for laundry or drop them in tip jars. Every time you get change back, you could be inches away from a fortune and not even realize it. With a bit of attention and patience, you could uncover one of these forgotten treasures and join the lucky few who turn 25 cents into thousands of dollars. The Washington quarter has long been a staple of American pocket change, but the 1996 edition carries a surprising amount of history and rarity for such a modern coin. Errors from the minting process were less common during this period, making any known mistakes even more desirable. Additionally, the mid-90s marked a transitional time in coin production technology, which makes the 1996 run particularly prone to rare inconsistencies that collectors dream of finding. Don't make the devastating mistake of spending a rare 1996 quarter without realizing its worth. People have unknowingly given away small fortunes because they didn't take the time to inspect their coins.
Don't let that be you.
Take out your change jar, grab a magnifying glass, and start searching. You might just find a double die, a silver proof, or a misstruck gem that could change your financial future in a flash. What you thought was spare change could be your ticket to early retirement. In today's fast-paced economy, finding a quick way to make money seems almost impossible. But what if that shortcut to wealth was jingling in your pocket all along? The 1996 Washington quarter may seem common, but it hides riches for the few who know what to look for. Keep your eyes peeled, because the next time you spot a shiny quarter from 1996, you might just be staring at your very own pot of gold. Next, in the vast world of coin collecting, few coins from the modern era carry the electrifying potential of the 1967 Washington quarter. This unassuming coin, often passed over as pocket change, could actually be the golden ticket to overnight riches. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon the right variation of this quarter, it could fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's hot collector's market. Most people wouldn't even glance at a 1967 quarter twice, but those who know what to look for are cashing in big time. The 1967 Washington quarter might seem ordinary at first glance, but it hides powerful secrets beneath its surface. This was a unique year for U.S. coinage, as it fell within the short span when the U.S. Mint did not produce proof sets or mint marks. That decision was made to combat coin hoarding, and because of this, all 1967 quarters were struck at either the Philadelphia or Denver Mint, yet no mint marks were used. That small detail alone makes every quarter from this year slightly mysterious and more collectible than many realize. But what truly elevates certain 1967 quarters to legendary status are the rare mint errors and high-grade specimens. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks like any other, but when scrutinized under the lens of a trained eye, reveals an error like a double die or off-center strike. Some of these rare minting mistakes can skyrocket the coin's value from 25 cents to over $5,000 in pristine condition. One simple coin could literally shift your financial fate in a flash. One of the most sought-after variations of the 1967 quarter is the SMS, or Special Mint Set version. These quarters were specially struck for collectors and display a mirror-like finish with razor-sharp details. But only a handful were struck to perfection. If you happen to own an SMS 1967 quarter graded MS68 or higher by a top grading company like PeaceGS or NGC, you're looking at a potential payday in the thousands. Just one such coin sold at auction for over $8,800. Not a bad return for a quarter. Collectors and experts alike are particularly drawn to coins with deep cameo contrast. These are the elite of the elite. 1967 quarters with bold, frosted designs set against flawless mirror backgrounds. These ultra-rare coins are like winning lottery tickets disguised in copper nickel. If you've got one sitting in a jar, you may be completely unaware of the treasure in your possession. Many of these quarters are sitting unnoticed in junk drawers and change jars across America, just waiting to change someone's life. Beyond condition and finish, dramatic die errors further amplify a 1967 quarter's worth. Double strikes, clipped planchets, and even broad-struck coins, where the quarter was struck without the collar in place, are highly desirable. These flawed beauties aren't mistakes to throw away, they're jackpot hits. Coin dealers and high-stakes collectors are hunting them down with unrelenting passion, driving prices higher than ever before. There's a thrilling sense of adventure in hunting for these valuable quarters. You don't need to be a millionaire or seasoned numismatist to start. Just awareness and curiosity can lead you to a life-changing discovery. Every time you receive change, you're handed a potential treasure. One misidentified 1967 quarter can be your stepping stone to financial freedom. That's why collectors call it the hidden gem of late 20th century coinage. What's shocking is how many people still spend these coins, completely unaware of their potential. They treat them like ordinary currency, never knowing they're handing over a small fortune. The mistake of spending a high-grade or error 1967 quarter is a costly one, and one that thousands have made. Don't be that person. Know the signs, get your coins appraised, and make informed decisions. A trained eye could make you rich overnight. Auction records have shown a massive spike in interest and value in recent years. As more collectors flood the market in search of premium 1967 quarters, the competition has intensified. Prices are climbing at an incredible rate, especially for quarters in top-notch condition. If you act now, you could be ahead of the curve, while others are still waking up to the truth. The thrill of discovering a 1967 quarter worth thousands is unlike anything else. It's the rush of the unexpected. The disbelief when you learn that a piece of forgotten pocket change could clear your debts, buy a car, or even put a down payment on a home. It's not just about a coin, it's about the doors it can open in your life. That's the power of rare money. So the next time you come across a 1967 Washington quarter, don't just toss it into a coin jar or hand it over for a cup of coffee. Examine it carefully. Study the details. Look for unusual strikes, sharp surfaces, and that telltale luster that distinguishes a common coin from an investment. Your fortune could be resting quietly in your palm, waiting to be recognized. This isn't a fantasy or a gimmick. It's real. The 1967 Washington quarter has already transformed the lives of collectors who understood its hidden potential. Now it's your turn. Don't let a fortune slip through your fingers for just 25 cents. Your lucky quarter is out there, and it might be closer than you think. Next, imagine holding a simple 1985 Washington quarter in your hand. Just a regular coin, right?
Wrong.
That everyday quarter could secretly be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and you might not even know it. These rare 1985 Washington quarters are hiding in plain sight, resting quietly in your coin jar, change purse, or pocket. But a select few of these coins are so rare and valuable that they have shocked collectors and dealers alike, fetching eye-watering prices in auctions and private sales. This is not just spare change, it's potential life-changing treasure. Let's talk about why some 1985 Washington quarters are worth more than most people could ever imagine. Minted in Philadelphia and Denver, with no mint mark or a small d respectively, these coins usually seem quite ordinary. But the extraordinary value lies in their errors, condition, and low population of high-grade survivors. Coins that are graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare for this year, and when they do show up, collectors are willing to pay a premium, sometimes over $1,000 for just one quarter. That's right, 25 cents into $1,000 overnight. Among the most valuable types of 1985 quarters are those with striking errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. A double die obverse, where the features on the front of the coin appear duplicated due to a minting misalignment, can increase its value astronomically. A known 1985 Washington quarter with a dramatic double die has been sold for over $3,000, making it one of the most desired errors from that decade. Keep your eyes peeled for doubled lettering on Liberty, or In God We Trust. Even more mind-blowing are the off-metal strikes, 1985 quarters that were accidentally struck on planchets meant for other coins, like nickels or foreign denominations. These mint mistakes are extremely rare, but when authenticated, they can bring in $5,000 or more at auction. One such piece struck on a copper-nickel planchet intended for a dime surfaced at auction and stunned bidders with its rarity. These coins are accidental miracles from the mint, and their scarcity means collectors will pay top dollar for them. But error isn't the only factor that makes the 1985 Washington quarter a hidden jackpot. The condition of the coin, especially mint state grades like MS67 and MS68, determines much of its value. Most circulated quarters from 1985 are worn, scratched, or dulled. But a perfectly preserved, shiny, high-grade 1985 quarter is a needle in a haystack. Professional grading services have certified only a handful of these ultra-high-grade coins, and when they go up for sale, bidding wars ignite instantly. Let's talk real market prices. A 1985 P quarter in MS68 condition once sold for a record $1,500, and a Denver-minted 1985 D quarter in similar grade pushed past $1,200 at a rare coin auction. These coins didn't have visible errors, they were just extremely well-preserved examples of their kind. So, even without a dramatic flaw, a flawless 1985 quarter can still make you rich if you're lucky enough to find one and have it graded. If you're wondering where to find these valuable coins, the answer is closer than you think. Check your pocket change, old coin rolls, or inherited jars of coins from relatives. Many people have no idea that they're sitting on valuable pieces of American minting history. That beat-up old change cup on your desk? It could be your ticket to instant fortune. The key is to check every 1985 quarter closely, especially under magnification, for signs of errors or unusual features. Even circulated 1985 quarters with light wear but strong details and good luster can bring surprising value if they exhibit rare characteristics. Coins with full and sharply struck details, especially on George Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse, are especially attractive to serious collectors. These tiny details can be the difference between a coin worth 25 cents and one worth hundreds. Coin grading is the ultimate game changer when it comes to selling your quarter for maximum value. Professional grading by services like PCGS or NGC provides authentication and numerical grading that gives buyers confidence. The higher the grade, the more the money. And if your 1985 Washington quarter has both rarity and an error, you could be looking at 5 figures in extreme cases. Never underestimate the power of knowledge in the world of coin collecting. Just knowing that your 1985 Washington quarter could be a hidden gem gives you the upper hand. Every single quarter you come across is worth examining. People throw away or spend valuable coins every single day without ever realizing what they've lost. Don't be one of them. Take the time to check. So next time you reach for that handful of change to buy a coffee or toss coins into a vending machine, pause for a second. That 1985 quarter might be more than just spare change. It might be the treasure that flips your life upside down in the best possible way. Collectors are out there, searching for exactly what you might unknowingly hold. Don't spend that fortune disguised as a quarter. Treasure it, investigate it, and possibly change your financial future forever. The 1985 Washington quarter is more than a coin. It's a silent fortune waiting to be discovered. Whether it's a dramatic mint error, an off-metal anomaly, or a pristine MS-68 stunner, these coins are rare, powerful, and absolutely worth the attention. So, dig through your change, check every detail, and keep your eyes wide open. That small silver coin could be your golden ticket,